All right, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, got Boss Man Joe, cameraman with me, and we are going through a push workout. So a lot of my videos are being kind of educational, but I also want to put some of these out and actually show people how to train because not many people know. First things first, we're going to warm up, obviously. Electrolytes, plugged these in the last video, not sponsored or anything, but if you want to get a good pump, you're training out in the heat of Dubai and you sweat like a pig, like me, we need to stay hydrated. So 2 of these in the water and then we'll crack on. Get in there, get in there. 1 and 2, job done. Session over. Shake it, catch. So first movement we're gonna start with is an incline dumbbell press. Why an incline dumbbell press? Because most guys need to train this portion of their upper chest. Really, flat presses, decline, incline, it's all gonna kind of work the pec, but as you get to a certain point in your training, like me, you start to see kind of imbalances, and I would like to train my upper chest. How do we do that? By bringing the upper arm across the collarbone. It can be a cable fly, it can be up here, it can be a dumbbell press, it can be a barbell press. Who cares? Just find a movement where you can kind of work in this plane that doesn't get you injured. And for me, it's an incline dumbbell press. Still get a lot of questions about warming up. We warm up through the movement we're about to perform. So all of this like rotator cuff stuff is fine, but go into a light incline dumbbell press, take your pec through its full range of motion and warm up properly. Don't jump into a heavy set straight away. So you'll notice that even during these warm-up sets, everything is slow and controlled, full range of motion. I pause in the bottom of the movement because that is when my pec is lengthened. We want to pause in the extremes where it's lengthened and when it's short. But in this dumbbell press, when it's short, we've stacked the joints so there's no tension. So you're better off pausing in a cable press or something like that. No point pausing here with a dumbbell press, there's no tension. We pause here. If the weight was coming from this way in a cable, there's still tension here. That's where the pause would become important then. So set 1 done there. Again, we're looking to go heavy within reason. As you can see, I never break form, I don't bounce reps, everything's under control. As you get a little bit older and more experienced with your training, you don't care about smashing stupid numbers. It's about proper form, good tempo, and just good quality sets. 80-pound dumbbells, I don't know, 40 kilos, whatever, about 12 reps. I'm always looking at 1 to 2 working sets here, so that's a lie. 2 working sets. A heavy set of about 8 to 12, and a back off about 12 to 15. Every rep is the same, everything is controlled. As you can see, we do a lot of damage in the extremes. Muscles are weak in the extremes, meaning when my pec is lengthened in this bottom position here, we want to spend some time here. Don't be that guy with the 50s. Control, pause in the stretch, boom, explode nice and quick. So with your first movement, an incline press, remember I've been training for 15 years. I've done incline barbell presses, I've done cable presses, I've done incline Smith machine presses, I've done dumbbell presses high, low, 20% all the way up, 20 degrees, whatever. You just find what works for you. When I do that, that lights up my chest. I don't really feel it in my shoulders. I feel very comfortable. That's my movement. Mine will be your movement. Find a movement that works for you. We load this as heavy as we can within reason, and now we're gonna move on to some sort of a flat press. Because this is a little bit all over the place, ideally we want something fixed. So that's what we'll get. So second movement, machine flat press. As you can see, I put a 2.5 kilo plate underneath, only because it's too deep to get out. Again, muscles are weak in the extremes, not very strong in this position. So if I can get it out in this position, less likely to get hurt, and then we can still take it through full range once we're done. 70 kilos per side. First movement, 10 to 12 reps. Second movement, 12 to 15. Same again. And that'll be our 2 main pressing movements. Done. Okay, so exercise number 3 is going to be a pec deck, some sort of a fly variation. I would prefer a cable fly, but the machines in here aren't great. So we've had an incline press, we've had a flat press, and now we have some sort of a fly, where we bring this upper arm across the body. Remember earlier I spoke about pausing in the extremes and using the full range of motion of the muscle you're working. With the dumbbell press, we can sit here all day with the dumbbells. With a fly, when I get into this position, because the weight is coming from that way, it's hard to stay here. So that shortened part of the pec where it shortens, you work harder. So we're gonna spend more time here on a fly. We've already been in this nice deep stretch of the pec through all other movements. Why 3 chest exercises back to back? Because my chest sucks, that's why. So with a pec fly, I'm gonna put my arms in front of me and I'm gonna kind of open up here. You don't wanna be flying from here, you don't wanna be up here. So as you can see, I've got 1, 2, almost wider than I wanna be. Retract my shoulder blades and I get myself in position. From here, I'm just gonna bring my biceps or my elbows closer together. Nice and controlled into that stretch, hold that stretch, drive across, and then hold that shortened part of the movement. Open up. And you might see as well that my shoulders round a little bit in this. People always talk about retracting the shoulder blades. In a fly, I don't mind having my shoulders round a little bit, as long as I can shorten that pec more. I feel this in my pec, especially when I round my shoulders at the top. Sue me. Okay, so 3 pressing movements done. We've done an incline, a flat, and some sort of a fly. No decline press for me. If you do decline, whatever. Shoulders. In a push day, I do not really recommend blasting your front delts. They are already worked, okay? Rear delts, posterior head, across any pull day. So really what we need to focus on is the medial head of the shoulder, which is that rounded look that we're going for. 2 different types of lateral raises, okay? We have the standard dumbbell lateral raise, where if you look at the way gravity is, if I have my imaginary dumbbell, this part of the movement is hardest here. So when my delt shortens, contracts, this is where it's hardest as it's furthest away from me. Whereas if I was to lateral raise on a cable, like this, for example, it's hardest, there's still tension here, whereas it actually drops off and gets very easy here. So we want to take advantage of both of these. I want to tax my shoulder when it's contracted here. I want to tax it when it's lengthened. Which one's better? Do both. Don't just do lateral raises, do both. 3 sets of each. High rep range, 15, 20 plus reps, blast them out. So first exercise, lateral raise. Like I just said here, at the bottom of this movement, there is no tension on my shoulder. The whole point of this is to put tension on the delt. So I'm really starting and finishing here. From here, I come to this position, 3, 2, 1. I'm stopping, 80% of the way there. Bump, down, bump. It's considerably harder to stop here than to do this rubbish, okay? Again, I'm nearly 100 kilos. I'm quite strong. I'm doing this with 12.5 kilo dumbbells because I'm doing it properly. And my shoulders got blown up by that set. If you're not that big and you're lateral raising 15, 17.5s, forget it. You're gonna hurt yourself. Do things properly. So that's the lateral raise with the dumbbell done. Moving into the cable, you can use cuffs. I like to hold it, it's not very heavy. Again, there's no weight on it, okay? I'm going to lean away from this so there is tension on my shoulder when it is lengthened, coming across me. I'm gonna come across here, and this is easy. I can sit here all day, put it on my thumb, and there's nothing there. Come across, come across. Take your time here, a little pause where it's hard, and this gets very challenging very quickly. You can do 2 at a time, but these cables, again, a bit too far apart. 1 at a time is fine. And again, when I fail here, let's work in this lengthened position down here. The goal is just maximum fatigue so they grow as much as possible. Another way we can do it as well is behind the back. Some say bigger stretch, but I like to kind of do a bit of both. From here, I feel like I get into a bigger stretch at the bottom, but I tend to just do them both, 1 or 2 sets of each. Can never do too much shoulder work. One thing with that as well, you don't get anything in your traps. With the dumbbells, even when I control everything, lock it down, you still get a little bit of trap activation. This is just all shoulder, which is what you want. So, chest is done and shoulders are done. Again, I don't really press overhead, it's just not for me, but I hurt myself doing it years ago, I've never done it since. I will always finish, so go chest, shoulders, I'll always finish with dips. Again, this is a lot of front delt, a lot of pec, and also some triceps. So I'll kind of finish with 3 sets of 12, 15, 20 reps plus on here, and then I'll finish off with triceps. Again, don't need to go crazy high volume on triceps, just 3 to 4 good quality sets. So, workout will be finished with triceps. I can't do dumbbell skull crushers and all this crazy stuff anymore. Hurts my elbows. I want to train for a long time. I've done heavy presses, my triceps have been worked. I've done dips, I've done heavy flat press, incline press. So for me, I like to use something where I can work my triceps properly. I'm not a big fan of these. We've all seen the videos on Instagram of these kind of, I want to get my tricep fully short. I want to be able to get it here and completely shorten it. And I also want to take it into a nice stretch as well. So why not do both at the same time? And that's when this bad boy comes in. So starting off, bottom straps, straight away I have more range than that little rope. I can take it all the way back here and get my tricep nice and short. I'm going to take that to failure, 10, 12 reps or so. I'm then going to drop this down a little bit, come into the shorter handles, going to turn around, make love to the machine a little bit, and by leaning myself forward, it takes me into the stretch. There is tension here. I'm not here. Come forward until you're off the cable in a nice stretch, and then again, spend time in that lengthened position, boom. I'm going to pump these out. If you haven't done this before, this will cook your arms. Great, great movement. More done, short period of time. Love it. Okay guys, so that is my full push day walkthrough. I hope you learned something. Trying to make this channel technical, entertaining, whatever, funny. So tomorrow we've got full day of eating to kind of stay in this shape. A lot of people always ask me how I stay in shape all year. I'm going to show you, document it, and walk you through everything. But push day done, time to get some food and enjoy this weather. See ya. Okay, that is cardio done. 30 minutes, full push workout for you today. Cardio gets done no matter what. 30 minutes in the evening. Gonna go and get a sauna now, and then chill in the hot tub. I'm gonna end this video here. So soak through, didn't want to do it either. Everyone always asks me, oh, you've got great genetics, how'd you stay so lean? Because I diet all the time, train all the time, do cardio all the time. That's why. All right, guys, that is cardio and sauna done. Just chilling in the hot tub. Gotta love Dubai for kind of having this stuff on the doorstep. So remember, we have training intensity and we have training execution, how you perform movements. Make sure you are somewhere in the middle. Don't be a training nerd and don't be Mr. Intensity that gets injured all the time. Sit somewhere in the middle, your body will thank you, and your progress won't be stalled all the time by injuries. So, gonna check out now, early night, filming again tomorrow, and I'm gonna keep putting these up as much as possible because I love doing them. Peace.